Hi, friends. Today we're going to start a three-story series. And the first book in the series is called The Teacher from the Black Lagoon. And it was written by Mike Thaler, and the pictures were by Jared Lee. Let's find out about The Teacher from the Black Lagoon. All right. It's the first day of school. I wonder who my teacher is. I hear that Mr. Smith has dandruff and warts, and Mrs. Joan has a whip and a wig. Do you think that's true? I think that this story might be fiction. But Mrs. Green is supposed to be a real monster. Oh my, I have her! Mrs. Green. Room 109. What a bummer. I sit at a desk, I fold my hands, I close my eyes. I'm too young to die. He thinks the monster's gonna get him. Suddenly, a shadow covers the door, and it opens. It slithers. Mrs. Green. She's really green. She has a tail, and she scratches her name on the blackboard with her claws. Freddie Jones throws a spitball, and she curls her lips and she breathes fire at him. And Freddie's gone. There's just a pile of ashes where he sits. Would that really happen in school? Talk about that bad breath, giggles Eric Porter. And she slithers over, unscrews his head, and she puts it on the globe stand. Uh-oh. I bet she gives homework on the first day of school. Your homework for today, grins Mrs. Green, smoke rising from her nostrils, is pages 1 to 200 in your math book. All the fraction problems. Ooh. We've never had fractions, shouted Derek Bloom. Come up here, she beckons with her claw. Derek stands by her side. This is a whole boy, she smirks. And she takes a big bite. This is half a boy. Now you've had fractions. Well, she ate his head. Doris Foodle cracks her gum, and Mrs. Green swallows her in one gulp. No chewing in class, she smiles. Mr. Bender, the principal, sticks in his head. Keep up that good work. He nods and he closes the doors. I wish I could get sent to the principal's office. Let's call roll, cracks Mrs. Green. Freddie Jones is absent. Remember, she blew him to ashes. Derek Bloom is half there. Remember, she chomped off his whole top part. And Eric Porter is here and there. And Doris Fiddle is digesting in her belly. What about spelling? Shouts Randy Potts. Spelling can be fun, beams Mrs. Green, wiggling her fingers at him. Abracazam! Ooh, that's kind of tough to spell, says Randy. And suddenly there's a flash of light and a puff of smoke, and Randy is a frog. Ooh, she can do magic too. Penny Weber raises her hand. Can I go to the nurse? She whines. What's wrong? Says Mrs. Green. I have a huge headache, says Penny. And Mrs. Green wiggles her fingers, There's another flash of light, and Penny's head is now the size of a pin. Better? Asks Mrs. Green. Oh, she really is a monster. Now it's nap time. Everyone who still has one, put your head on your desk. I hope I can make it to recess. Sweet dreams, she crackles. And I close my eyes. He's dreaming about getting home. Suddenly the bells ring, and I wake up, and there's a pretty woman writing her name on the blackboard. She has real skin and no tail. I'm Mrs. Green, your teacher, she smiles. What? I jump out of my chair, I run up, and I hug her. Oh, well, thank you, she says. I'm glad to be here. Not as glad as I am, I say. The end. So, the teacher from the Black Lagoon was really this boy having a bad dream. All right, friends, the next one I'm going to read is The Principal from the Black Lagoon. Turn back tomorrow to see. All right, bye, friends.